Hi guys, welcome to DMT. Welcome to part 2 of the V4S Multistrada video. Okay, so let's get straight into the video and see what I thought about this bike actually riding it. Another good up and down system like the Tiger Triumph. Simple, unlike the GS. Up and down, no problem. Ingenious design. And the tank on the Multistrada seems as wide, if not, I think it's wider than the Tiger Triumph 1200 GT Pro. It's definitely wider here. It's got that narrowness here for your legs to stick in. You've got that streamline here, streamlining where the airflow will come across. The gear shift also, like the Triumph, fantastic. It's just like a sponge. Hardly any effort at all, so you don't need to use the clutch, so you've got the quick shifter there on the Multistrada. Very nice. And it's definitely got a little bit of acceleration, as you would expect for a Ducati. I've never ridden a Ducati before, and that engine just sounds lovely. Here we go. Effortlessly going past the I'm in 6th gear here, and the pull on it was fantastic. That has a lot more grunt, I would say, than the GS and the Tiger, I would say. What does your handle like around the bends? Beautiful. Some nice zigzags here, just in 5th gear. The engine's just ticking over. Going down to 4th. Oh, very nice. Look how low she can go. The extra bit of grunt, it's 170 brake horsepower, and it's just got that extra little bit of fizz about it, and the engine just saying to you, come on, you know, push me a little bit more, you know, let's go for it, if you need that power. I've got it in sport mode at the minute, so it's a little bit stiffer. Suspension's a little bit, you know, sort of, you feel the bumps a little bit more, but it's everything's stiffened up. Okay, the exhaust is the aquapovic exhaust, and that adds to that raspy sound. Here we go. Look at that, straight up, no problem. The auto shifter, so sweet. And just to say, I've been in the saddle 2 hours and my bum's not sore at all. The seat's really comfortable and nice. Yeah, just as nice as the GS is. Maybe it's just a little bit firmer than the GS is, but yeah, it's all right. It's not bad. A little minor thing, but on the GS it does tell you what the speed limit is on the TFT. I can't see the speed limit here on the Ducati. You've got to go by the street signs. The brakes are really good, obviously Brembo front and back. I've not done a brake test as such, but they're quite responsive. Very good, clear, precise TFT. Everything's on there. Obviously not totally familiar with all the controls, you know, scrolling through the different screens. It's just a little plastic thing, same here, a bit bigger for the brake fluid. I've mentioned that the GS are solid metal things that look a little better. Look at that, just as I get back to the dealership it starts yakking it down, and there's my GS getting wet. And I've got a Samsung S9 and it does go in there. So is it GS or V4S? What would you go for? Let me know in the comments. Pulling the V4S on its centre stand is quite easy. If there was a centre stand, that's an extra and it's not on this on the demonstrator. Recess where you can put your phone and you can plug it into USB and that connects to the Ducati navigation system, which will hook up to the sat nav on. It's a Google Maps on the display there. No doubt it will have lots of pull. Engine does have a lovely sound to it. Useful on the motorways and carriageways when you're cruising long distances, the adaptive cruise control, when it can get a bit boring going to your destination to do the twisted. Does sound a little bit mopedish. You can press the mode button and then the little joystick you can scroll through. So I'm going to go down to touring mode and then you press the button in, close the throttle, and there we go, it's in touring mode, because obviously that's probably one that you'll mainly be in it most of the time, because as I say the fuel consumption is quite high, so you're not going to be racing around a lot of the time, otherwise you'll be refuelling up quite often. The suspension is quite good. It's the Ducati Skyhook suspension, the monoshock at the back, quite firm, stable, reassuring. The seat position is just comfortable. I think the handlebars are just slightly wider than the GS, but marginal. It's just a really good, comfortable, as you would expect, adventure touring bike. So I'm in 5th gear here going 34 mile an hour, and I'll go downshifting now. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, all the way down to 2nd, and obviously the revs drop as well. And if I go up to from 26 mile an hour, I'm in 2nd gear, 3rd, 4th, 5th. We go all the way up to 6th gear from 2nd at 30 mile an hour. It'll let you do what you want to. One thing I do like about the Ducati styling, I mean obviously it looks a beautiful bike, but the front end, and as you would expect with an Italian design, it's quite beautiful in the sense that this continuous, well I guess it's plastic, but it's perfectly shaped, the contours of it shaped down and blend into the tank. Like it's all one big component. With the GS you've got the TFT, then you've got all these gaps, hole gaps underneath the TFT and at the side, but yeah, it's styled really nice at the front here around the handlebars, and you've got the ducts here at the side, these flanges that create that airflow off the rider around the side. Yeah, so really nice styling at the front there. If my GoPro looks a bit mucky, that's because I've just come back from Moto Junkies this weekend in Wales. Look at this car popping out. And if you want to laugh, I did a big face plant in a very large puddle. Through these twisty bends, just sticks to the road, very nice. The suspension just cruised over it, only just a slight bump, but I didn't notice it that much. We'll have plenty of fun on this bike. What's it to be? The GS 1250 or the Ducati V4S Multistrada? Which would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so having great reviews and feelings and thoughts about this V4S Multistrada, am I going to buy it? Am I going to trade my GS in for it? Well, the question is it's either going to be that or the Triumph. Maybe do I hang on till later in the year for the new BMW? It's going to be the V4S out of the 3 bikes, even though we don't know what the GS is going to be like just yet. that's just the thing with Ducati, it's just the cost, but we'll wait and see what happens. But thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the review of the V4S. Hit the subscribe button if you've not already done so, and press the notification bell and the thumb bell just to support the channel. So thanks very much for watching, and take care for now, and happy riding.